What's up, guys? My name is Danny Garcia. I represent the Boston Tekken community, and I go by StillElectric. Well, to be honest, I had a mentor. His name was ODV, One Deadly Venom. Back when I was around 10 years old, he used to play Tekken 2 in a barbershop. And I used to kind of go back there and watch him play with a bunch of guys. Then I got into it, started playing with Law, and I saw how competitive they were. And they were doing it consistently, every day. They would have new guys coming in and competing. So I got into it that way, fell in love with the game, and started getting into it competitively. I was training with my mentor until I met a good friend of mine off in bed, Nick De Jesus, back in the T6 era. And we started really competing and grinding together. The Boston Tekken scene has been present for a while now. Tekken 7 has really made it flourish. We have a scene of about 300 players. I would say right now we have a solid 10% that are really active, and we meet up every week and compete and play and train. We have a local place that we play every week on Fridays called Balance Patch, local tournament where a bunch of folks meet up and we play offline. I also host sessions once or twice a week as well. And so folks usually come by and we train for local tournaments in Boston as well as in New England area. And I've been a Devil Jin main since Tekken 6. And I think all of his iterations have been amazing. Tekken 5, Tekken 6, Tag 2, and then now T7. He still remains on top. And so I'm spoiled in that way, but he's also a very hard character to play, execution-wise, and so if you're not on point, you could have a really hard time. But fortunately for me, I've been playing Mishimas for over 10 years, and so things have gotten easier. Kind of a mix in the middle. When I first started, I played Law, right? And I kind of learned some of the fundamentals of the game. And then I transitioned over to Kazuya. And my mentor was a Heihachi player. And so we kind of trained on some of the basic things like performing electrics, dash electrics, backdash into electrics, sidestep electrics, run-in threes, all of the technical things. I would recommend a player probably start off with a character that's simple, maybe a Fang or a Paul, and learn some of the fundamental arts of the game first, like backdashing, blocking, sidestepping, and then transition into a character that you relate to the most and play that way. My favorite part about traveling and competing in different tournaments is really the people that I meet. There's a lot of folks that I speak to offline or online often, and kind of putting a face to the name is really cool. I also feel like every tournament that I've gone to has increased my skill level, and so I've been to a lot of tournaments, and I can say I am where I am today because of participating. You get a vast amount of character knowledge, which I think is really important to become a better player, and just the community in general is very warm too, and that competitive atmosphere too kind of just keeps things alive for me, and so I'll continue to travel. As a starting point, I would really say it's important to kind of embrace the L, because once you get that part, once you've accepted that you might lose, you kind of put the ego to the side and realize that it's actually your friend and it helps you to improve and get better. I would set really small goals first, if you're weak in whiff punishment, I would set a goal to capitalize on whiffs. 10 out of 10 times when you're facing an opponent. That's a small goal that I think as you improve, you grow as a player. Throw breaking would be another one. Block punishment, movement, backdashing, wave dashing, sidestepping, all of those things I think are small goals to becoming a better player. The wins I don't think at that point are as important as getting better at those. And then once you have all of those or mediocre in all of those things, then I think you can focus more on applying them into a win. I kind of want to establish myself as the Devil Jin of America. So in order to do that, I have to kind of tackle some big names. There's not a lot of Devil Jin players out here, but I think it's very feasible for me still. I would like to compete internationally. I would love to compete in Japan. I would love to compete in Korea. So I'm going to be going out to a lot more events. So you're going to be seeing my name a lot more often.
Anything else you want to say to the viewers watching?
Yeah, for sure. Follow us on Twitter. We have StillElectric, TK StillElectric. You can follow me on Twitter. Shout outs to the Boston Tech community for keeping us alive, competing every week. You guys are awesome. Keep up the good work. And shout out to my boy Off in Bed. Shout out to T7 Chicken. It's an app that he created years ago. So if you guys are trying to get better and want to learn more about frames and Tekken, download T7 Chicken, available on iPhones as well as Androids.